Joining me today to discuss cybersecurity is Carisa Brockman, Principal Architect for Cybersecurity for AT&T Business. Welcome, Carisa.
Hi, Sid. Nice to be here.
I know that AT&T Business works with a lot of manufacturers, and we find that many of our manufacturing clients are already using IoT in order to reap a variety of benefits. But many of them have done this without proper attention to cybersecurity. And now they're concerned about the theft of their information and critical information. So what are some of the key areas that they should consider in investigating this and doing a comprehensive kind of assessment and things like that?
Well, first, actually make sure the risk assessments are performed. It's easy to make assumptions about risk and readiness about your organization. Then you want to develop a cross-functional team of key stakeholders made up of IT, OT, security, R&D, finance, risk management, and they're really key to socializing the risk framework within the organization and identifying risk management strategies or risk mitigation strategies and accountability for implementation. Then you can prioritize those risks, implement the policies, and automate IT governance, risk, and compliance activities that span all of OT and IT environments within your organization, but also considering unique situations for each of those environments.
And once they get a framework in place, what's the next thing they should do or should focus on?
Well, now business leaders can focus on implementing the policies. The good news is that when adopting a cybersecurity solution, you don't have to start from scratch. A basic risk framework includes evaluating the impact of a risk and the likelihood of a risk becoming a risk. There are industry standard frameworks out there today that can be used to establish a risk management structure for cybersecurity, like ISO 27005 and NIST 800-30. It's important to also build in automation, not only for threat detection, for automating your risk assessment processes, but also automating the response process when there is an incident or identifying threats before or incidents before they actually happen.
Manufacturers, as you well know, they have to worry about IT and OT cybersecurity. So what kind of advice could you give them with respect to how they integrate these two together in their frameworks and in their assessments and so on?
Well, it's no secret that IT and OT have differing priorities. And with the complexities of manufacturing, this certainly is the case. And when it comes to cybersecurity, especially, and this really underscores why it's so important for IT and OT convergence. And there are steps you can take to address this. So first, acquire the necessary risk management tools for managing IT and OT convergence. You want to make sure everyone's on the same page of what you're protecting. So create an inventory of connected devices so the organization actually knows what it's protecting. In manufacturing, obviously, defense in depth is a key consideration, but trends are moving towards a zero trust network, which is, do not trust but verify approach across all layers of the organization. This really helps to reduce exposure of vulnerable systems and reduces the risk of lateral movement in case there is a breach, and then reducing the impact or likelihood that manufacturing operations are compromised, there's loss of IP, or, a safety event occurs.
Well, thank you, Carisa. That was very interesting. Today we've been speaking with Carisa Brockman of AT&T Business. Thank you for watching.